the game could see the boxing voice.
Willie Monroe, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, you all know Willie. He obviously shared the ring with Triple G, so we have a true expert in the ring and someone that can commentate and give us first-hand experience, man. Obviously, we're all happy to be here with the Cinco de Mayo date still being a fight date. Are you happy that at least Triple G was able to give you and the fans a fight tonight?
I mean, absolutely. You have to commend someone like that because, I mean, even though he's a filling opponent, and I know Vanez very well. I sparred with him. I know him from the amateurs. Vanez isn't an easy fight. And you also have to look at the fact that both of them pretty much took this fight on the short notice. Like, Golovkin was getting ready for Canelo, not Vanez. And then Vanez took the fight on the short notice, and nobody knows more about taking big fights on short notice than me.
That's right.
So I know how difficult it is to prepare for an opponent inside of 3 or 4 weeks. So you got to take your hat off and give credit to both competitors, man. I'm looking to see an awesome fight tonight.
So you giving Vanez a bit of a shot because most of our predictions from the fans and some of our fighters that have already been up is about from 4 to 7 rounds, man.
Man, listen, everybody said that when Buster Douglas fought Tyson. I mean, everybody thought Lennox Lewis was going to knock out Hasim Rahman, you know, and look what happened. So boxing is one of those sports where, I mean, you could be winning 11 rounds and then that punch comes through in the 12th round and it erases everything you've done for the last 33 minutes. So you have to give both of these competitors props, man, and Vanez can fight. Vanez is on the American Olympic team. I mean, he's already won a couple world titles at junior middle. Can't count him out.
I want to pull up how many fights ago you fought Triple G just to ask you.
3 years ago, can you believe that?
Exactly.
Oh, goodness, 3 years ago.
And that's my question. It's like, do you see any difference? Has he truly lost the step? Some people say his last 2 performances didn't go in big drama show because he's lost the step, or is it simply just a level of competition? You, as someone that shared the ring with him not too long ago, do you see a different version?
Well, is he human?
He absolutely is.
Well, you shouldn't lose.
He's not a man. He's a machine.
You have that right. I mean, Golovkin has been on top for a long time, and if he's lost a step or 2, he has that right. But even in losing a step or 2, he still hasn't lost a fight. So you got to give him his props. I mean, like, nobody's going to be superhuman forever, and I mean, that's how boxing goes. You know, you either, what they say, you die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I just give both of them props, man.
I don't think Willie Monroe will ever be a villain, man. You seem just like a, you know, down to earth, you're grounded. I follow you on social media. Obviously, I've been following Chris for all these years. I don't see the business turning you into a bad guy.
I mean, I give all praise to God and to my grandparents. I'm grounded. I have a great family. My brother's here with me.
Yeah, I see him.
My brother.
I didn't even know, but I can tell the face. I'm like, that's got to be his brother.
And I mean, and I was raised up under those good Southern and Cuban background with those morals and values, and no matter what this game does, I mean, I would feel like a piece of crap if I went against what my grandparents taught me as a kid. That's been instilled in me. So I'm not going to, that's just not going to be me.
Now, they were opponent surfing. Did they contact you back and offer a rematch to fill in?
I mean, let's be real, man. That first fight for a couple rounds was scary. So,
well, that was the start of the Triple G being old narrative. Was your fight?
Yeah.
Your fight.
Well, not only that, the narrative was either he got old in your fight or he was playing with his food.
Well, I don't think.
They try to say he carried you there. I mean, we never got to ask you that line. Did Triple G carry you, or did you make it that far on your own?
I never put it like this. When Floyd Mayweather fought Marcos Maidana, he said, well, I wanted to stand there because the fans say I move a lot, and I want to stand there and give the fights to fans. They said, oh, that's bullshit. Give him his credits. He was on you. But then Triple G could say, hey, I was playing with him. I'll let him hit me. And everybody said, oh, it's true. Well, why can't y'all just say, well, give Willie Monroe his props? I came in as a junior middleweight, and they gave me that, and I said, run it. You know what I mean? You got all these different middleweights right now calling Triple G out because they think he lost a step. 3 years ago, they wasn't trying to fight. They wouldn't mention that man's name. They avoided him like the plague. And then after my fight, then after Kell Brooks' fight, and then after the Danny Jacobs fight, they said, oh, we're slowing down.
You gave them confidence, brother. You gave them confidence because you guys were able to do certain things. Like, while you weren't able to pull away with the win, you were able to, you know, show some gaps and holes in his game. Then Kell Brook was able to land a couple of shots that we never seen, like that uppercut. You know, even Jacobs was able to finally stand up, pound on his chest. So, you know, we're hoping for a drama show tonight.
Oh, it's gonna be a drama show. I mean, Golovkin and Vanez are two awesome fighters, man. You gotta appreciate this. Don't worry about the negative, and everybody's like, well, why didn't Canelo? Why didn't? Don't worry about that. Be happy about what we got now, because it's situations like this that could turn into an awesome fight that'll go down in history. You know, a lot of these big fights that happen, a lot of us, you gotta think about, a lot of us that said, oh, that's just gonna be a money fight. And it turned out to be a history-making fight. And we were like, oh man, this is gonna be a history-making fight. We turned out, it was just a money fight. It wasn't that entertaining. So every fight that happens, every fight that happens, be happy, man, because you never know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's coming out of those two locker rooms tonight.
That's true.
Do you give Vanez any advantages over Triple G in the ring? I mean, does Vanez do anything better? I mean,
Vanez is taller. Vanez can punch too. I've sparred with Vanez. Vanez is a fierce competitor. You know what I'm saying? And he has fast hands.
He's got a mean streak too.
And
fundamentally sound too.
Very fundamentally sound. You gotta think about it.
Good amateur background.
Vanez got, I was about to say, his amateur back. He's
extensive.
Everybody.
And Bradley, Austin Trout. He's beat a bunch of guys in amateurs.
I mean, we watched Toriano Johnson just walk through guys, and Vanez knocked that guy out cold. And like the Pan American games, I was there. I didn't make the 04 to 08 Olympic team, but I was in a lot of those tournaments. I saw this stuff. And this guy is a born fierce competitor. And I've been in 2 camps with Vanez. I mean, like, I don't count him out.
I mean, you about to make me go put some money on Vanez or something. You trying to tell me I got to drop $50 on Vanez or something?
I just keep it real because I know boxing. How many times have we seen
JP
guys
in the building?
You know? I believe you. I think it's possible, but I would then question, you know, Triple G's age if he doesn't. If he makes it like a quick knockout fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would say I wouldn't question Triple G's ability to beat Canelo in September if
they fight.
If he knocks out Vanez early.
Right.
So.
Well, I mean, we're about what? I don't know, maybe 5 hours away, 4 hours away.
Yeah, about 4 hours away from the live telecast.
So you really don't have a pick. You're just saying, yo, it's a 50-50. It's a split.
Yeah, that's how it is to me because I know boxing. You know, a lot of people from the outside, man. I mean, when you look at basketball, a lot of people wouldn't think Philly would be able to do what they're doing, but
we don't watch none of that.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Listen, I love sports across the board, but the thing I like about sports.
Let's bring Willie back to the boxing world. What's up with your career? What's going on with you? What's next for you?
I mean, we had a comeback fight. We won on the undercard of Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz, and I'm happy to be signing Al Heyman. I mean,
finally,
I know, right?
Let's talk about this shit, man. I mean, you've been doing your thing at least since the Buxino tournament. Like you stepped on it. I mean, you've been there before. Suffered a loss, came back. You know, took some time off, came back. But after the Buxino, like you've been consecutively in the meet. Like we can't forget you.
Right.
Why did it take so long for Al to come and say, hey?
Well, the thing is I was signed to a promoter that Al doesn't do business with.
Banner?
So, yeah.
Banner Promotions?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know,
that's Artie Palulo, right?
Yeah, I don't want to talk bad about anybody, but I mean, you can look at, like another friend of mine, Demetrius Andrade.
He's stuck over there.
You know, he can't, you know, it's like too high to get over, too low to get under.
He's in a worse situation because isn't he Banner and Joe DeGuardia?
I think so. I after the fight with Saunders, I'm with Al. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know, I signed with Al.
So damn, Al, and you're still at 160.
Still at 160.
Oh my God. So we're gonna get to see you probably with Jamal Charlo.
I would, man.
Don't say you would love that fight.
I would love it.
What?
I need it.
Lions only.
Cubs only, baby.
Oh! Mongooses only.
Listen. I'm not the one. I really don't talk junk, man. I'm really not. That's not my style. But I mean, like,
it's a great fight. It's
an awesome fight. It's an awesome fight. And listen, I
gotta ask why you think he would beat this guy. I mean, he's knocking dudes out. I mean, we think he's the new Triple G.
I mean, well, it's easy to knock out what's in front of you.
So you saying you would have did that to Centennial?
You just gotta be smart. It's not about how we're going to do this, how we're going to do this. You have to apply yourself and apply what needs to be done in that moment. Like Charlo has done, like Triple G has done, like Canelo has done. It's not that you go in there with a game plan, but things change and you apply yourself as the fight goes on. And I mean, I'm not about to sit here and listen. I'm with Al. Let's make it. Where the cameras at?
Now,
make it happen.
They're all over. But he's obviously in a mandatory position for the winner of this fight, and that's kind of the new route. If you get in the rankings and you become the mandatory, you forget any other big fight. You get that belt the way Errol Spence did, and everyone is following in that blueprint. And Jamal said he's going to do that. So you're going to have to wait to get that fight. So who else not named Jamal, Charlo?
I mean, you got this guy Sergey Derevchenko.
Wow, you want also your thing is to automatically get a title shot because you're picking guys that have mandatory positions at all these belts already.
I had heard some chatter about him possibly fighting him, so I said, run it. And I've never backed down from any fight. So you got Sergey Derevchenko, you got Jamal Charlo. I mean,
what about J-Rock? Would you fight J-Rock?
J-Rock is really middleweight.
Willie, you're the only guy.
I would fight. Jacob's my man, 100 grand pots and pans. You know, like, we grew up in the amateurs together. We was on USA teams together. Like, that's my man, pots and. So if I was to ever fight a Jacobs, I would have to wait till I get a title and it have to really mean something. Because me and Jacobs are actually friends.
But not Quillen though.
Huh?
But not Quillen.
I think Quillen's at 68.
Yeah, he did move up.
Willie, you're the only guy that's fought the only middleweight champions on the planet right now. You fought Billy Joe Saunders and Triple G.
Right.
And it's been talked about that if Triple G doesn't fight Canelo next, he's probably going to fight Billy Joe Saunders. How does that fight go down?
He'll probably stop him.
He'll stop
Triple G stops Billy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's you know, I think that
Billy impressed with David Lemieux.
Yeah, I was impressed with his performance versus David Lemieux.
I mean, Triple G's not David Lemieux. Like,
he is.
The thing is, people look at power punchers and think they're all the same. With Lemieux, you know what you're getting. It's 1 and 1. 1 and 1 make 2. It's simple math. Triple G's a hard puncher, but Triple G's also very skilled, and it's like an algebra problem with Triple G. It's not just power. Like, he has skill, he has timing. Like, the thing that people ask me, like, what about his powers? It wasn't just his power, because I can honestly say I've been hit harder than Triple G.
Wow.
Darnell Boone hit me harder. He's a bigger
Everyone
puncher.
claims Darnell Boone hit him harder than everyone.
But the difference is Triple G is very accurate.
Yes.
So, you know,
shot placement.
Like, it's just almost like Trinidad. Trinidad had power, but Trinidad wasn't really hurting guys until he was hitting them in the right spot. Like, there's some guys that can just hit you in the shoulder and hurt you, and there's some guys that they got to hit you in the right spot. Triple G's a sharpshooter, so those were the things that surprised me when I fought Triple G, like just his punch placement. You know what I mean? He knows how to place his punches well. So, gotta give him his props. This is an awesome fight.
No other sight in the game could see the boxing voice.